everyone, and welcome back. This is your host, Karen Schoen, with American Freedom Watch Radio, brought to you live on repatriateradio.com. Please visit our websites, agenda21today.com, repatriateradio.com, panhandlepatriots.com. I have a wonderful guest that has come to me by way of several conventions that we went to, and he became interested in Agenda 21. His name is Sri, and he is from India and is now an American Indian, not a naturalized citizen, but an American Indian. Came to the United States legally, and it took him a long time to get his citizenship. And I'm going to ask him to join us now, and we're going to talk about a couple of things, because nobody understands socialism better than somebody who has experienced it. So welcome, Sri. How are you?
Pretty good. Thanks a lot, Karen, for taking me to the show. I really appreciate this.
Sri, tell everyone a little bit about yourself and where you are originally from.
I come from a southern part of India. It's called Madras, and the state is called Tamil Nadu, and the language they speak is Tamil. And I came to United States in May 16, 1996 on a H-1B work visa legally.
And that's very important, and we applaud you for coming to our country legally and following the laws and the rules of our country. Sri, how long did it take you to get your citizenship?
It took close to 10 years and 4 months, because you have to follow the process. First is you need to prove whether you're not displacing an American citizen, or because you have to the attorney and the place, they have to prove to file for a green card.
It is so important, folks. There is such a huge difference between legal immigration and illegal immigration. A legal immigrant can come here, he can participate in our country, become assimilated into America, become part of the melting pot, become an American citizen, and enjoy all of the freedoms that he would never be able to experience in his home country. Now, in India, I know that socialism is a very big proponent of their government. It's very different from here, Sri. Do you have a middle class in India?
Yeah, we do have. Most of the people in India, if you see, are either middle class or lower middle class. That's why, if you see, the reason people come to United States, if you look at, logically, it's because of capitalism. And here, if you work hard, you can make money, and also there will be less corruption. So when you talk of middle class, yeah, most of them are either middle class, or the top rich class, it would be only like a 5% or 2%, or I don't have the latest statistics, because I'm always working here to make a better money to accomplish a lot of things. So there are a lot of good websites to know about India, and what I think right now they are more in the middle class.
Now you are in America, and you own your own home?
Yeah, I own a home in Orlando, Florida, as well as I own a home in Austin, Texas for my son. It's a condo. I bought both of them, but I pay mortgages, home mortgage.
Now, in India, how easy is it for somebody to buy their own home and own it?
It's not so easy, right? You need to have not just money, the process and the way, either you should be highly influential, or you should be having a lot of money, or, there are a lot of more roadblocks, and, there is less chance of becoming a owner, whereas I was able to get this home in 1998 in Orlando when I was on a work visa. How much this country has helped me to get, whereas I never owned a home till I was 34,
So, folks, in India, unlike in America, it's very difficult for people to own a piece of their country unless you are probably born into the privileged class. That's one of the motivations of why people want to come here, because, as Sri was saying, you are able to accumulate wealth, which is something that you are not able to do under socialism. You are able to actually own a piece of your country, and you can work to your highest potential and accumulate wealth. And that, again, is something that cannot be done in India easily. It takes hoops, as you were saying, to jump over. The other thing people are very concerned about is what is the condition of the medical care?
Actually, it's a super question. Right now, it's very tough because, there is no proper system of, we have, here I go through the United Healthcare and I have a system actually to illustrate an example, a live example means a live real thing, not an example. I had a friend's mother in Orange City, D-Land in Florida, where she's more than 90 years old and her daughter, I went and picked her from New Delhi. She just came because her mother suddenly fall ill. And when she came to this hospital and how she was able to hear the quality of the hospital and the way they treat and, the process. So it was much more easier and she's able to get whatever, the technology advance and, they have how much to immediately troubleshoot or so those kind of things. She said, if somebody gets sick, they should come immediately here, she says. There is no 911 call. If there is an emergency or something, we don't have such thing in India,
There are so many things that we take for granted in America, and we really should be looking at what we ask for. Because socialized medicine, quote, free medicine, is really not free. There's always going to be a cost attached to it. And what happens when people have no motivation to be able to do better, the product that they produce is mediocre. So if we have nothing against doctors by any means, but if you have a doctor who's on a fixed income and he can only make so much money, his motivation, and this would be not just a doctor, this would be in any field of business, people's motivation is different than if they know that at the end of the day, if they do their best, their reward will also be better. And that does not happen in socialism. In socialism, people are guided to be mediocre instead of being guided to be excellent. And that's a big problem which the majority of socialist countries have. Lack of motivation, lack of their desire to do better in their own field. Their whole demeanor and ideology is based on shooting for the middle instead of shooting for the top. Sri, you also got involved, you were telling me, about water conservation and soil conservation, and you're actually running for office in Orlando. So what is it that you are running for office for?
Yeah, super question. Thanks, Karen, for bringing this point too. I really appreciate this. I'm able to, even though I'm originally from India, I'm able to run for a position after I become a U.S. citizen and have a secret clearance. I'm running for Orange County, where I really live, for soil, water, conservation, district supervisor, District 5. That is the position which I'm running because I'm more environmental conscious and environmental friendly. That's the reason I'm running for.
Well, we had a discussion regarding the environment, and we all decided that no matter what, we all want to make sure that the earth is still in good shape and that the things that we do are not harmful. Look, I went online and I looked at what Sri was running for. And there were a couple of things that disturbed me, not in what you were doing, Sri, but in what I read online. A lot of the rules and regulations that this group has to follow are coming from the United Nations. They're not American rules and regulations. They are United Nations rules and regulations. And it's a big problem because I didn't elect any of these people. How do I know that they have the best interest in the United States at heart? We have no idea. So we need good people like Sri to join and to go and get elected, to run for office, so that when they are in office, they will be able to put in place the appropriate rules and regulations for America, not for the United Nations. What is it that you will be doing as your function should you get elected, Sri?
Yeah, basically, super question, Karen. Thanks for asking. First of all, like you mentioned, we should always care for the United States of America because how much it has done, how much the soil is good, and how much the water is good. If you look at the environment, it is so good, but we should not let it pollute through wrong reasons or wrong ways of people trying to intervene and, meddle with it. So we should ensure to make sure, there is a saying which is called health is wealth. If your health is there, you can make more wealth, right? Somebody was suddenly admitted in the hospital if he's a contract, so you can't make money, right? So obviously to have a great health, you should have a good soil and water, which was the basic. Agriculture is a very good product in Florida and California, where agriculture plays a great part, and I'm sure in United States always cares for the environment. They have regulations and all that. So that's where we have to implement, which are really healthy and not too much of government intervention, or work in those areas where related to the septic tank. Somebody came and said to me, I should look at the septic tank issue. So those are a few areas where I want to address and look for the Orange County, where we can make soil and water more healthy and cleaner for a healthy living, right? The most important is the quality of living is very good, where you need to still more strengthen through, because we have the technology, we have the right resource, but we should use it appropriately, right?
To me, that's the key, is to use it appropriately. You don't want to use things so that your rules and regulations shut out other people, because that doesn't help. You don't want to make rules and regulations so ridiculous that it is impossible to meet, and that's what's going on right now. But from what we should learn from what Sri is doing, and sir, I commend you. You are a true patriot. It is time, folks, that we the people get involved in our government, and we the people start taking it back and getting good people in control who will protect the environment and protect the people too, because you can't have one working without the other. Good people, Sri, like yourself, it is so important that people listen, learn, and then go run for office and make a difference. So, Sri, I want to thank you so much for running for office, for helping to protect our country, for coming to America legally and going through that legal experience, which I know took a tremendous amount of time for you to do that. How did you feel after you got your citizenship?
I feel like something, it is the most exciting thing when you go to taking the oath. My entire family, feels so blessed, and, you feel like you're walking somewhere in a heaven or somewhere, This is like a dream come true, anywhere in the world. People talk about American dreams only. If you see, American dream word is the most popular, as you know, right? They don't say, a dream in Africa or somewhere, right? People always talk of America, right? So
that's right. And Sri is living the American dream that is alive in America. And folks, we have a decision to make coming up with this election. And Sri, I want to thank you so much for joining with me today. I will put your information on our website, and people will be able to see who you are. Sri, thank you. And we appreciate it, and we welcome you to America, and we welcome you as a citizen.
Thank you so much, Karen, and keeping me and putting all this. I really appreciate this. I really enjoy talking to you all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.